puts it high towards that player. Coming down as Gillies. Had a great first half on the half-back line at the moment. Sets it up for Schultz. Oh, he's got to go back to get it. That's not good football at all. Woodcock quickly puts the Redlegs into attack, but in the meantime, there's been a free picked up and will go against Norwood to be taken by Central Districts, and a 15-metre penalty as well against Gallagher, who doesn't know it at this point of time, but he's certainly going to find out in a hurry. Now, who's going to take the free kick? That's the next move. And it appears to be Riley. Half-back flank.
Tumbling punt kick into the centre. Good mark by Michael Taylor. Outmanoeuvred Peter Jonas. And Michael Taylor to set it up for Norwood now. Their attacking moves have been few and far between. He's found Noonan on the half-forward line. Looking for a lead. Gets one from Adamson. Goes out towards that player. Michael Annie further afield. Forced away by McKay. Adamson's there. Over to Ace. Handball wasn't well executed. Ace goes to ground. Through comes Mark Norsworthy. Chips around short. Taylor cuts across, but through goes Pryor. Jonas, the handball is with Gillies. He kicks Centrals through half forward. Out comes Lehman. Winter from behind spoils. Van Dommel read it well. Kicks back short. Plenty to select from. Finds Wilbur Wilson. Quickly over into the path of Jeff Gillies. He steadies. His pop shot at goal is true. And Jeff Gillies posts his first goal and the 7th one for the Bulldogs.
Well, that's the running Bulldog for you, and they're playing exceptionally well. Gillies has had a brilliant game to date. Tim Day, he's had 17 kicks, and that one was a ripper. As the ball came in, something that Norwood couldn't do, attack into the breeze, came into the half-forward line. It was Van Dommel who set it up. Wilson then across to Gillies, the ever-elusive player, settled half-forward flank and put it through for his first goal. 7-10, Bulldogs, 4-4, Norwood.
Button in ruck for Norwood, and Peter Bytheen of Centrals. Tap down on Noonan. He kicks Norwood through the half-forward line, doubling back Adamson. Good mark in opposition to Richard Cochran. Barry Norsworthy, little chirpy. Politely goes back 2 steps. And Brian Adamson settles for the kick. 24-point margin to the Bulldogs. A tumbling punt kick, which will fall short. Barton's there and takes the mark. Robert Barton, who has kicked 2 goals for Norwood, both in the first term. And that's when Norwood kicked their whole score. Failed to produce in the second term. And it's the opportunity now for the first score since the end of the first term, when they trailed by a point. Down 18 at half-time. Barton's shot is true. He has converted, kicks his 3rd goal. Norwood get to within 18 points once more now. On 5 goals 4, they trail Central 7-10.
A good goal, but Barton, he used his body well to outposition Norsworthy in the back pocket to take the mark and guide it through from a most acute angle. Norwood needed that one badly. As Jerry said, they haven't kicked a goal since the first quarter, and the Bulldogs were getting well on top. They trail now 5-4 to 7-10.
Button still there. Bytheen of Centrals, who got the tap beautifully. Couldn't be pulled in by Stone, but Jonas works it through half forward. Taylor tackles. Duckworth takes it, feeds it to Mark Norsworthy. His kick searches the goal square, doubling back Winder, but it's bounced through. Oh, magnificent goal from the boot of Mark Norsworthy, and that is his 2nd goal.
Great football away from the centre bounce. It was Jonas who took the ball forward when he finally succumbed to the pressure that was placed on him by Michael Taylor. He had to give away the handball to Duckworth. Duckworth himself used the running Norsworthy, and with his 9th kick from about 45 metres out, it beat the defending hands of Winter to go through for his 2nd goal, and the Bulldogs kick clear now, 8-10 to Norwood's 5-4.
Button up. Bytheen using the body well. Noonan comes out, try to use Armour. Riley of Centrals giving ground. Wide goes Pryor to Harrington. He kicks Centrals to the half-forward line. Duckworth over there. Calls layout quickly on. And Duckworth now goes for the big wide uprights. A long kick, and it's through, and the Bulldogs really coming home now. Duckworth notches his first goal.
Tremendous rebound football from the Dogs then. Harrington from half-back flank. Kick long. Gerard Lay fell for the 3-card trick when he was called out by Duckworth. He let the ball go. The centre-half forward took it. He careered off using his tremendous pace and kicked long and accurately from 45 metres out. And the Bulldogs playing magnificent football here, lead 9-10 to Norwood's 5-4.
Could well be a match-winning break now. 30 points. It's a big margin in today's weather. Taylor bursting through. Taken the ground well, but the umpire's ruled he's tackled high. And Michael Taylor to take the free kick now, just ahead of the centre circle. Drives long, looking for Adamson. Harrington up in front. Central's confidence has soared. Quickly on with the play to centre wing. Looking for Wilson or Jonas. Out the back it goes. Vivian versus Gallagher, but the ball out of play for a throw-in. The interchange gate, centre wing.
The Bulldogs running wild. 9-10 to 9-5-4. Button's going to have to lift. Win at the back of the pack as well. Gets the tap down towards Taylor. All he can do is dribble the ball and gain about 4 or 5 metres as Van Dommel watches it go out of play. Central District stand really coming alive at the moment as they sense a big win for their team. Button gets the hand up. Curley grabbed. Cowie in. Van Dommel looking for help. Slips it out to Vivian. They go forward again. One-on-one back there. The ball's going to bounce. Which way will it go? But this time it's Winter going to be first back there. Phyllis in defence as well. Almost too slow to get rid of the ball. Towards Lay. He'll need backup support. Gets it down the other side from the running Jenkins. And Norwood kick clear. A long ball towards their half-forward line. All Norsworthy there. At centre wing, puts the ball back towards the half-forward line. Gillies gives a chance now to the outside to Schultz. Hooked round in towards full forward, but there in defence is Winter. Relishing his role at full-back today, takes the defensive mark.
Bruce Winter's kick, not well directed, but finishes with Jenkins after a mistake by Woodville, by Centrals. The hand passes with Woodcock, who kicks to the half-forward line. A-Sharp feeds it over to Armour. A kick around the corner, not well directed. Wins out there. Forced away, Michael Annie, forced away from him by McKay. Out comes Pryor. Off the ground he goes. Chasing beautifully. Wind following. But Pryor, the big kick forward. Looking for Wilbur Wilson. Well trapped. To ground he goes. Recovers the better. Feeds it over now to Peter Bytheen. Well trapped by the big fella. He lines up the goals. And Peter Bytheen pots a beauty. The Bulldogs go from strength to strength, and that's the second goal to the Central's vice-captain.
What a brilliant running display of football. They're big men moving like the small
Taylor, and Michael Taylor clears for the Redlegs.
Goes short towards centre wing, Woodcock. Almost on the half-back line when he takes the kick away to the lead of Adamson, but getting there first, a beautiful mark taken. Cowie, not Cowie, that was Riley. Armour, Gallagher, Noonan clear. Here's a chance for Norwood now. He's run his 10 metres, kicks in towards goal. I think he's going to be home, a goal. A brilliant running goal to Mickey Noonan. It might have been just his legs travelling very quickly, but he seemed to have his fair 10 metres as he kicks his first goal, and you think Norwood ever needed that?
Well, that's the first time Norwood have gone forward with any sort of cohesion since the first term. Starting from the centre, the loose man was really picked out and it was to kick his first goal. Norwood 6-7, trail Bulldogs 11-10.
Button and Bytheen. Button thump away. Taylor starting to show a bit of run. Drive to the half-forward line. Cochrane getting back in defence. Well clear. Kicks back towards midfield. Well taken by Taylor again. In goes Jonas. Vivian. Gallagher. But Riley. Barton looking for someone to pass off to, puts Gallagher under all sorts of pressure. It was holding the ball all right, but went unsighted. Asian there working hard for the ball. Scoops it back towards Noonan. He's got problems, and the umpire rules a line ball and a bounce. Well, there's been some weird and wonderful decisions handed out this afternoon. 11-10 to 6-7. Half forward left flank, Norwood in attack. A bounce down. Wind taps to Gallagher. In he goes again. Aish sidesteps Vivian. Forwards the ball about 10-15 metres along the boundary line. Trickles out of play. Throw in 18 minutes into this third quarter.
Well, that's a 15-point margin now, but it's bad luck. Armour's the player that has really given Norwood a lift in this third term, and there we see him being stretched from the arena. Disappointing. It's hard to know exactly what it is. He was on his hands and knees there for quite some time, but he's being taken directly into the change rooms. Doesn't appear as though he will resume, and the Redlegs now down 15 points, 9-7 to the Bulldogs, 11-10.
Rosser has replaced Armour. Button by Thien, Craig, Noonan, they go forward again, long the half-forward line. Adamson gets one hand, Cochrane there. Quickly he's bundled out of the road. McKay, Sockers, Mox on the half-back line now. Centrals badly need a steadying influence out there as the lead comes from Gillies. Jenkins right there with him, and the umpire doesn't pay the mark. Ruled out of bounds, out of sight.
Bit of a stoush on behind the play back there. Umpire Hilton, having bothered sorting it out, has done so at the moment as Cowie and Button do battle at centre wing. Quite a pack developing. Noonan can't get clear. There's the hand pass to Woodcock. He in turn to Craig. Plenty of time to steady. Drives to centre half forward. Up goes McKay. Drops what he should have taken. In goes H. Michael Annie there also. No one to get it to. Gives it to Taylor. A blind kick forward, and Barry Norsworthy marks for the Bulldogs. Centre half back. Drives to the centre. Cowie's given the lead. Well directed. Uses the run of Jonas. The Bulldogs go forward again. A carrying screw punt. At the back, Lehman. Lehman a good mark. Quickly slips it over to Mark Norsworthy. A snapshot at goal, raises one flag. The Bulldogs 11-11, Norwood 9-7, entering time on third term.
I don't think he was called to play on. He should have steadied and taken his shot. He was only 30 metres out. The angle wasn't that acute. Winter to the outer side. Menzel ducks the head. Curley's paid the mark. Stephen Curley from half-back flank, inside half-back flank, to edge the Redlegs out of defence along the outer side. Screws a nice-looking kick, getting it long. Rosser gives the shove in the back. Goes unnoticed. Kicks long to the half-forward line once more. Nosworthy comes to meet it. Mobs back in defence. Gets well tackled by Barton. But in the meantime, a free kick is sorted out. Can you pick it up? I can't. It's going to Adamson. He's at centre half forward.
Yeah, there was interference behind the play in. On that occasion, they were right.
Off the side of the boot. In towards the back pocket it goes, and it's taken by Schultz. Schultz sorts out Cochrane. He's at centre half back, and the Bulldogs slowing play down.
Bulldogs always able to get a man loose. There's another one. McKay. They're able to create. Short again. Gillies on the half volley. Danny Harrington. And look at them run. Full of purpose. A floating punt kick to the half-forward line. Dunstan up one hand. Out comes Phyllis. He's with Lehman. Dunstan pulled out. Loose one to Winter. Kicking to centre wing. Jenkins there for Norwood. He's closing in as Gillies, but Jenkins doing it well. Plenty of time to steady. No pressure applied. He kicks to the half-forward line, but it's all centrals, and Pryor marks for these.
Pryor on the half-back line. Giving the short lead is Van Dommel. Didn't gain a great deal, except they can move the ball now through Norsworthy. Vivian. Centrals build the attack again. Goes long towards full forward. Coming to meet it is Duckworth, but in front position is Phyllis, and takes the relieving mark. Phyllis at centre half back. Undecided which side to go. He's got Button there going for that player, but Adamson's going to be the leaper. Gee, his leap was badly timed. Gallagher behind the pack, goes long. Barton getting underneath it. Well stopped, McKay. Back there is Norsworthy. Barton gives chase again. Norsworthy in the back pocket, hooks around the corner, but it's ruled out of bounds on the full. Everybody's signalling that way, except the boundary umpire wasn't up with it, and it will be a throw in full forward, right pocket, the Redlegs in attack.
Coming up 4 minutes into time on. Cowie. Also with McKay. Barton's taken it. Feints. A snapshot at goal now from the boot of Barton. Almost pulled in by Aish. Can't feed it out. Try to get it to Adamson. Aish there, pushed in the back, but the umpire rules a bounce.
I think he's going to give a free kick to Michael Aish. But no, he's going to bounce it. I thought he'd ruled a push in the back, but obviously a bounce as we see it. Centrals go for the safety of the line, and a throw-in has been forced. What a comeback by Norwood after all it seemed lost. The Bulldogs are brilliant first 15 minutes at the throw-in. Win, Noonan, win again. Back now to Ace, dummies well, hooks in towards goal. It's going to be short. The Flyers are all centrals, and a fine mark taken in defence by McCay. Quickly plays off. Mobbs. He'll steady play down. His side's under pressure. Goes towards grandstand side. The leaper will be by Thien. Button in, can't pick it up. Gallagher, Van Dommel. The handball now quickly across to Cowie. Vivian, centrals into attack again as the Vivian pace burns off the opposition. Goes long, one-on-one back there. Fine mark, Brooke Winter over the top of Lehman. I thought they weren't going to play that one, but certainly he had his hands on it. And it's Bruce Winter from centre-half back. Goes
short to the lead of Michael Taylor. Appears to be carrying a leg. Uses the runner, Phyllis in bother. Could be chipping in Mobbs, but he smothers it well. Worked it over to Menzel. Kicking to half forward. Adamson up. Back against the tide goes Centrals. Barry Norsworthy to kick forward. In goes Menzel. Well shepherded Jonas. Schultz puts Mendel to ground. Can't work it out. And finally a bounce is ruled in the centre of the ground. 5 minutes of time on play. The Bulldogs by 16 after leading by 40. Cowie's big thump to Mobbs. Wide he goes to Mark Norsworthy. Plenty of time to steady. Drives to half forward. Up goes Jenkins. Forces it away. Good pace shown by Lehman. He's got the run of Mark Norsworthy. A direct run through half forward. Chips away short. Beautifully done. Finds Kim Lehman. Duckworth within distance. Certainly within distance. The angle 60 degrees shouldn't cause a problem. The 10th kick from the boot of Duckworth, and his second goal goes on the board. A timely one for Bulldogs as three-quarter time rings out at the Elizabeth Oval, and the Bulldogs on 12-11 lead Norwood 9-7. Top action from Elizabeth on 7's big replay.
Final quarter at Elizabeth. Centrals 12-11, Norwood 9-7 in a top-class game despite conditions. 22 points the Bulldogs lead by as they go into the final quarter towards centre wing. Button there, farms out to Noonan, runs into trouble. Aish on the half-forward line in turn, uses when he's got problems. Pressure being placed on him by Riley. Dunstan now for the legs, kicks him into attack towards the half-forward line. Coming to meet it is Harrington, can't keep it in play. Cochrane goes down, Barton searching for the ball with Adamson, and a bounce down on Norwood's half-forward line. A brilliant third quarter by both sides. In the first 10-15 minutes, it was all the Bulldogs, and Norwood came back strongly towards the latter part of that third quarter. The ball pushed out towards the line. Aish, Gallagher, hooks back towards the half-forward line. A mark taken by Barton, 30 metres out right in front, and the Redlegs a chance to get off to a great start in the final quarter. Has already kicked 3 goals. Useful performances, Rover. Most of his good work has been done in attack. Robert Barton. Very important kick. If Norwood can get this goal, a confident start in the opening seconds, the result will be in doubt, but he's offline for 1 point and not a really good effort from the Rover from only 30 metres out. No wind really to worry about.
Norwood now down 21 points, and they haven't been in front since just before quarter time. McKay, who's kicked in beautifully all day, a long kick. Woodcock's got the sit from behind over Schultz. Loose one's down, out comes Pryor. The hand passes away. Noonan first there, goes back to Button. The big fellow sizes up the goals, drives towards the big white uprights, and 1 point the result once more. A 20-point margin now to Norwood. And can they really regain the surgence that they finished with in the third term after the Bulldogs had got away to a 40-point lead? Good kick by McKay. Harrington in front. Adamson to ground. Richard Cochrane first there. Ace in pursuit. Cochrane traps it well. The hand pass comes out from Riley. Taken by Harrington. The Bulldogs on the run to the centre of the ground. Gillies. Run down by Jenkins. Noonan in over the top. Stalemate ruled as Noonan came out with the ball, and a bounce results.
Gillies a fine game for the Bulldogs. 19 kicks to this stage. Bounce down, but by Thien. What a superb effort between these two players. Vivian, Gallagher, Norsworthy. back to Aish. He's at centre wing. Norwood looking to set up the attack again. Goes to the half-forward line. Fine mark pulled down a defence there by Pryor. Mark Pryor, half-back line. To edge centrals out of defence towards centre wing. Button underneath the ball, over the top. Duckworth! What a fine mark. Brilliant third quarter by this player. Looks for Bytheen, in goes Jenkins, the clash of bodies. Wilson, Button, slips out the handball, looking for Bytheen. Down he goes under the pack. Looking for the free kick for holding the ball was Noonan. Umpire Hilton, unsympathetic.
Almost at centre half forward for the Bulldogs. They sit on a 20-point lead. Bytheen, Button, stalemate virtually. Noonan trying to force clear, can't get out. Still on the bottom of the pack. Wilson, out came Mark Norsworthy, in goes Vivian, taking the ground with the ball. No, he's got a free kick for tag. Peter Vivian now, and once more we see a 15-metre penalty from umpire Stennett. Handed them out like Easter eggs today. Vivian's kick, well directed. Duckworth's there, plenty of time to steady. Uses Gillies once more, he steadies a shot. Bad shot of goal. And that's a most unlike Jeff Gillies' kick. He's been a terribly elusive player through half forward all day today, and certainly not one of his better kicks on that occasion. It'll be...
Been given a lot of latitude, Jerry. Very elusive player, as you say, to pick up.
Bruce Winter to kick in. Drop punt, looking for Button. Bytheen's got front seat. Button hits to ground. Curley took a long time to get his kick. Win. Out of play? No. Curley keeps it in play. In pursuit is Pryor. Curley's still there. Pryor, Jonas, but it's ruled out of play for a throw-in between the half-forward and centre wing of the Bulldogs. Neil Button of Norwood, Peter Bytheen of the Bulldogs with the assistance of Duckworth. The two ruckmen go alone out the back. Noonan gets it to Taylor. He kicks around the corner. Harrington versus Craig, and the ball out of play for a throw-in. Just ahead of centre wing now.
Throw in, half-forward right flank. Duckworth waiting the outcome. Bytheen's tap to Norsworthy. That's Mark Norsworthy. Quickly the handball from Pryor. Goes to Schultz. Running is Vivian. If the ball sits for them, they're in business. Goes across the half-forward line. Sets up the short pass on the leaders. Cowie in front. Jonas can't bring it down. Taken away by Van Dommel into the pocket. Phyllis gets underneath the ball. Takes the mark. Elects to play on. Oh, it's not well directed. Vivian locking the ball in the forward division. Goes short to the lead of Gillies. Great pass. Loose checking once more by the red leg defence. Allows Gillies unchecked to take the mark. 30 metres out, right in front. 21st kick. Fine display on the half-forward line. 12-11 to 9-9 has kicked one goal. On the way, the ball off the side of his boot. 1 point only. 12-12 to 9-9. The Bulldogs lead.
Unfortunate for Jeff Gillies for his disposal to start letting him down at a crucial moment of this game. They lead by 21 points now, and he's had two opportunities in the last 3 minutes. Winter going direct downfield. Curley versus Jonas. Noonan left it behind. Big Button kicks Norwood forward. A bouncing ball coming across is Riley. Taken now by Noonan. He'll be run down from behind. Gets clear. Could be run down again. No, kicks wide to find Rosser centre wing. Glenn Rosser had a quiet one today. Kicks a long ball through half forward. All centrals. McKay drops what he should have taken. Armour emerges, works it to Aish. No one home. The half-forward flanker casually turns and pops through his second goal for the Redlegs to get within now 15 points.
What a great goal. And the miraculous recovery of David Armour, who stretched it off to the arena during the third quarter, and he looked to be in all sorts of trouble. And he's the player that forced the ball out to Aish, who was left alone 30 metres out. And it was only left to the youngster to trap the ball, a very awkward-looking ball, and with his 12th kick, buttled his second goal, and Norwood are back in with a chance.
Peter Bytheen and Neil Button, who got the tap out to Taylor. Tried to work it to Craig. It was well executed. Craig kicks through half forward. Out comes Barton. Harrington attacks the ball beautifully. Still there, Harrington. Intervening was Craig. Had his head pulled off. Gets the free kick at centre half forward. Neil Craig, the Norwood run-on player, taking this free kick. It will be his 14th. Stats by Tim Day. Craig's shot, a good screw punt, carries a long way, fading at the last minute, but in front is a great Mark Adamson, and he's really lifted his game since half-time. Kick one goal in the third term. He's got an opportunity for his second now, shouldn't miss from there. He does, he converts beautifully, and Norwood throw down the gauntlet to the Bulldogs now. 9 points the difference.
Changing fortunes of the game.
Two big fellas, Bytheen and Button, performance today that you go a long way to see better. Brilliant, the pair of them. This time Bytheen. The tap, Mob's trying to burst through, Button on the bottom of the pack, and it's a repeat performance still in the centre circle. Two big fellas, first one on top, then the other. Button opened in magnificent form. Bytheen came back and is on top at the moment. A negative tap. An airy by Van Dommel, taken by Noonan. A quick kick goes to the half-forward line. Adamson's there. Try to hit it over the top. Richard Cochran back. Barton closes on him. He feeds it back to Riley. The kick forward for Centrals to Duckworth. Woodcock comes forward. All Centrals. Duckworth clears. Run down by Craig, but he pulls clear. Boots a long one through half-forward. Back there goes Curley to ground. Jonas. Throwing himself over the ball is Jenkins. Can't work it out. Oh, and he's been pinched for holding the ball.
A little bit of fisticuffs going on there. Players getting excited. But, of course, there's a big prize on the end of today's game. Into the top three on the premiership table. Norwood to get there. Centrals to maintain their position. And, of course, the double chance in the finals. And the free kick is actually going to Gillies. Cowie thought that he had it. Now, we butter up again. Gillies. 22nd kick. Too far out to score. Going to drop short in the square. Phyllis in front. 1-2 grabs. Can't complete it. Wilson tries to get his way through. Craig. Noonan played a great game. Menzel gives running support. Norwood out of defence. The kick is not well directed. Getting underneath it is Pryor. And he takes the mark at centre wing. Backing him up Cochran. Short pass to the half-forward line. Norsworthy there. Takes the mark. Gets the lead now from Schultz, but he doesn't want it. He's going to kick towards the half-forward line, more central. Short pass underway, and he's unerringly found on the half-forward line, Rene Van Dommel.
At the centre half-forward position. No leads forthcoming. Goes short now. Peter Bytheen feeds it back to the feet of Van Dommel. Wasn't good. Duckworth there to help. Burst clear. A big kick goes forward. Doubling back there is Jonas. And the ball bouncing out of play for a throw-in. Right beside the right behind post of the Bulldogs. And Curley appears to have injured his ankle. Bytheen takes the ball. Snapshot towards goal. 1 point the result. The Bulldogs now by 10 points. What a contest we have now. It seemed as though Norwood were going to be kicked right off the ground when the Bulldogs led by 40 points, 12 minutes into the third term. A kick. Bytheen couldn't control it. Vivian's run down. Out goes Mobs. A short kick. Duckworth. And the big fellow is within distance. Can kick a ball a long way.
Curley can hardly hobble.
He's kicked 2 goals. Duckworth, both in the third term. Favours a drop punt. A high ball holding up at the last minute. Gets the distance. Winter trying to work it clear to Menzel, but off his fingers for a throw-in right beside the behind post.
Yeah, Stephen Curley, real problems. Norwood might have to replace him, but the action with Button, Bytheen, Cowie in front. The ball now quickly into the back pocket. Gallagher gets a hurried kick out towards Aish, who's probed deep in defence to get it. Menzel overruns it. A chance now for Duckworth. He's grabbed when he hasn't got it, and he indicates to the umpire who the ball belongs, and he was off. But the umpire's allowing him to go back and have another kick. And John Duckworth, what a colourful character is this fellow. Kick number 15. He's lifted his game enormously in the second half. A long kick once again, holding up in the breeze. Touch and go in the square in front. Button, solid mark. Fine player all day. Had a bit of a lean period in that second quarter when the rains came down. Made it very difficult for the big men. His 6th mark, 12th kick.
Floating punt kick to the half-back line. In comes Craig. Took that ball well. Norwood got a little ahead of centre at the moment. They drive to centre wing. He's looking for Adamson out there. Recovers the better, slips it to Gallagher. A blind kick forward, almost taken by Riley. To ground he goes, Rosser, Adamson, chips a long ball through, Wynn making ground, allows it to bounce, fists it forward, has his head taken off, and John Wynn, oh, a colourful character is Winnie. And if he had to put it on an act to earn a free kick, he's done just that. And there we go. Well, we had one before. Duckworth got one earlier in the turn, and 2 colourful characters, just what the game needs. But Wynn, a shot at goal, has kicked one, and his second one goes on the board as Norwood get to within 4 points now. What a finish we've got on our hands.
Well, Jerry, I think the operative word is colourful at the moment, because look at the colour streaming from Wynn's mouth. Obviously, he's had his lips split, so people might have thought he put it on, but there's evidence that he didn't. He was met high, as was Duckworth before, and these 2 players giving their all for their teams. And do you think the crowd's come alive here at Elizabeth? Only 4 points the difference, and we've got a ripper on Seven's big replay.
A very good crowd considering the conditions. 8,427 people here, and they're certainly getting their money's worth, particularly since half-time. It's been champagne football. Button and Bytheen, the bounce favours Button to Ace, who's run down. Gets the free kick for a push from behind. The run of the ball with Norwood at the moment as Ace drives with his 13th kick to the half-forward line. Good mark taken, has been paid. Rene Van Dommel. Norsworthy throws one on Winnie, but the free kick is with Mark Pryor, I think it is, yes, on the half-back line for the Bulldogs. He's called to play on, kicks to the centre wing, up goes Jonas, couldn't pull it in. Fists it forward, Mark Norsworthy, smothered by Jenkins. Gallagher trying to do the 3-card trick, comes out with it and finds Woodcock centre wing.
Woodcock just actually checks side of centre wing when he takes the kick to put the Redlegs into attack to the half-forward line. Adamson again, 1, 2 grabs, can't complete it. Noonan there with him. Quickly back now is Norsworthy, grab. Norsworthy brother gets it. Vivian in. Adamson again. Harrington in there with him. Adamson looking for the free kick, tries to give out the handball to Wynn. Now they're in business. Dummies, gets collared with the ball, and this time 2-8 is gone. He's been pinched for holding the ball, but he's not going down without a fight. Free kick to Greg Moots at centre half-back. A low trajectory drop punt to the outer side. This will give Button the opportunity. Gives the handball away to Aish. Oh, he ducks the head and could have got into all sorts of trouble, but the free kick is going that way to that player for kicking to the danger. Who'll it go to? Will it be Michael Taylor or Aish? Michael Aish. Half forward left flank, almost up the centre wing. The leader's on from Craig. That player out in front now. Up, great mark. Defied the efforts of McKay to spoil, and he's taken it. Might be too far out to score. He's all of 45, 50 metres, although any breeze is possibly helping that end. Neil Craig is going to put it to the edge of the square. Fine mark taken in defence by Bytheen.
Peter Bytheen. Fine mark now to McKay in the back pocket. Central's looking to steady it down and stop this onslaught. Want a bit of breathing space to consolidate. A fine screw punt, clears the half-back line. Button up in front, solid mark. And it's Norwood's turn to build the wall in that half-forward line. Kicks long to the half-forward line, looking for Adamson. He's up in front, forced away. Schultz moves it to Van Dommel. He'll be run down by Noonan. It was Pryor. Taylor in now. Can't get clear as Harrington takes him. Armour over to Woodcock. The bounce favours him. Running through half-forward. Now kicks.
Long in towards full forward. This is going to be touch and go. I don't think he got his hand to it. Yes, touched off the hands. Neil Craig not at all happy, but the umpire couldn't have been in a better position to judge where that ball was. And he's ruled a touch ball, and that's 1 point to Norwood. Players obviously under pressure now, getting very excited. McKay's kick-off. Big leap. Gallagher in front, taken by Mutsi. Kicks to the vacant centre wing position. Giving chase out there was Harrington, but the ball is out of play at centre wing. 12-13 Centrals, 12-10 Norwood. What a tremendous game, and fitting two sides vying for that position in third place on the premiership table. In fact, they'll go into number 2 spot, the winner this afternoon. Jenkins forwards the ball. Adamson. Duckworth. Mutsi. Back towards centre of the ground, and there it's Armour. Wants to play off. Well tackled. Dunstan gets the kick away. Back towards the centre field, and it's taken there by Schultz. Around the corner to Gillies, and he will put the Bulldogs into attack from half-forward left flank.
He's got Mobbs running loose, uses the handball. Now Lehman. He's closed by Curley. Should have applied the tackle. The hand pass goes over. Play on the call, and Curley comes out. Plenty of time to steady. The hand pass to Taylor. Norwood looking to set it up now. Taylor's dumped after he's kicked the ball, and there's an FAD downfield to be taken by either Rosser or Craig. Going back to Rosser. He's forward of centre wing, drives up into the pocket where Gallagher's given the lead, and the ball bounces just inside for a throw in now in the right forward pocket of Norwood. They're down by 3 points, 19 minutes into this final term. Wind going up. Bursting through is Barton. A snapshot at goal is coming around. Oh, hit the post. Well, what excitement we've got here at Elizabeth. A 2-point margin now. Robert Barton having hit the post for Norwood. He's covered an enormous amount of territory. Gillies finds Bytheen. The Bulldogs looking to play a possession game now. Back short it goes to Gillies. Slowing play right down. The 25th kick to the half-forward flanker. Come anything. He's covered a tremendous amount of territory. Duckworth up. Mishandled by Jonas. Dunstan goes to ground with Duckworth. He comes out with the ball. Kicks to the centre wing. Jenkins up. A fine mark. Gets clear. Drives short to the leader Barton and finds him inside half-forward. Norwood with only one player now. They're all streaming in now, but Wynn was the only player ahead of Barton, trying to get around. He's clear now, drives towards an unprotected goal square. It's not a long kick. Forced to Mutsi. Wide he goes to Schultz. Well done as he gets it back to Pryor, and he drives towards the white line. Jonas there for Centrals. Did it well. Drives a bouncing ball to their half-forward line. Up comes Dunstan and Wilbur Wilson, and the ball out of play. Ruled the throw-in inside the Bulldog half-forward line.
Actually, it came off the Norwood player's foot. Wilbur Wilson looking a little bit disappointed. Boundary umpire Alan Roberts, experience galore, puts the ball back into play. Button over the top towards Noonan. Coming down grandstand side, looking to set up the short pass, has to kick long. Central setting up the defence. Bytheen takes the mark. Gets a lead from Gillies in the centre, going short of that player. It's Mobbs back on the ground, takes the mark, and once more they'll steady play down. Into time on of the final quarter, and only 2 points the difference. We've had only 3 goals in this quarter, so there won't be a great deal of time on. Bytheen. Norwood are going to have to get desperate. They're going to have to hustle all the way. On the lead there is Jonas. Here's a chance now for Armour. Norwood come across centre. A long kick to the half-forward line. Craig there takes a solid mark. Could be Norwood's last attack. He's too far out to score. He gets a lead from Adamson, but he's going in long towards full forward. Wynn back there now. Getting underneath it. Wynn! Plays on! Throws it away. Oh, he's wasted an opportunity. Adamson looking for the free kick. Quickly picking up the ball in defence. Coming away now. They force the ball back towards centre. Armour with the opportunity. Van Dommel. Fisted away. Noonan again. Short in the pocket is Rosser. Takes the mark. 45 metres out on an angle. And he's going to slow play down. Oh, what excitement here at Elizabeth. This is unreal. Did John Wynn actually mark that ball and play on unnecessarily? We're not going to fight out for a while. Glenn Rosser goes towards goal. He's not going to kick this one. They gather in the square. Adamson up. One hand only. Quickly in now is Schultz. Craig runs into McKay. Can't get the ball clear, and the umpire forced to bounce. Only seconds seconds remaining here at Elizabeth.
What a clash. The atmosphere of a grand final. Left forward pocket for Norwood. A bounce down. Up goes Wynn. The tap out. He was looking for Noonan. Central's caught with the ball. Stalemate ruled in a repeat performance. The excitement is an absolute fever pitch. The whole 8-4-2-7 crowd getting their money's worth as Bytheen gets the tap out. Ace was tackled without it. Again a stalemate ruled and another bounce. The Bulldogs cling to a 2-point lead. Tap out by Wynn. Central's work it clear. Mobbs goes towards the safety of the white line. Menzel's out there for Norwood. Around Van Dommel, drives into centre half forward, too high. Armour couldn't pull it in, and the Bulldogs will relieve. Out comes Duckworth, and forward they go.
Kick clear to the half forward line. Wilbur Wilson clear, and Central's want to save the game. Oh, he's going to play on quickly to the lead of Cowie in the forward pocket. He can't get it in. I think the siren's gone. I can't hear it, but it's gone, and the Bulldogs have run out magnificent winners here in Elizabeth. And look at the excitement, a tremendous din at Elizabeth Oval as the Bulldogs run out winners in a very tense game. Final scores 12-13 Central Districts, 85 Norwood, 12-11, 83. Great action on Sevens, big replay.
What a game of football, a game of fluctuating fortunes, but a game befitting two teams in a struggle for the double chance. Let's now have a look at the premiership table, and you can see what the fight is going to be. Port Adelaide on top at the moment. Centrals further enhance their prospects of the double chance by getting into second position there, and what a game it's going to be with South and Norwood next week at the Norwood Oval. The three games, if you're thinking of going to the football, they should be classics. Norwood versus South, Sturt versus Centrals, and Woodville versus North Adelaide. All games that'll have a big bearing on the final five. Well, I certainly hope you've enjoyed the big replay tonight. It's been a great one. I see Kevin warming up for the Channel 7 News, but it's good night from me.